do too much of the dragons as they come by, but the sages of Silvery Moon manage to slam down even more of the forces. Their shields come up and dragons batter against the side, plummet against the walls. With their 18
the Red Wizards haven't done anything.
Charisma, yeah, Red Wizards.
No, seriously, every roll they've made was under 10 so far.
The sages of Silvery Moon's defensive fortifications have managed to clamor some of the dragons and split their forces. The dragons curve off to the side and are forced to regroup. And with their defensive battering, the chromatic dragon armies are considered to be crippled. They begin retreating towards the temple.
Oh, you can't run. You must die.
Following that, we go back to the top of the order, this time with Asher.
Hector.
I'm dying.
Die.
He's gonna fly 40 feet.
Sure. The fuck are you, baby? Which way?
Bring me in the Rappy Holly direction.
Yep.
It's
the closest you'll be able to get.
Right. Unless I use my bonus action to dash.
Right.
You can kill cats, or you can kill...
Yeah. I'm gonna stay there, because that's as far as I can go, and then I'm right next to the cat.
Yep, you got a 10-foot reach, so you'll be able to poke the cat.
Guess what doesn't have a 10-foot reach?
The cat.
The cat.
So I'm gonna reach out and try to kill it.
You may make your attacks. You are still raging.
I am raging.
You got a raging heart on the cats.
29?
That hits.
A 29 hits?
No.
No!
Get the fuck out of here.
Real. Gets the time to ready to strike.
18 damage.
Oh, he was...
18 damage?
Yeah.
You poke at the side of the creature.
Second
It
attack.
in pain. It started taking a little bit of damage.
Yeah. Sorry, that was a 19 plus 13. It's more than it was before.
Yep.
Back.
11.
18 more damage.
18 more damage?
Yeah, I did that, right? Yeah, 18.
It hisses and snarls and sputters, spitting magma on the ground. Anything else for you?
There's nothing I can do as a bonus action. Except for my breath weapon, which would get everybody. I can't like direct.
It would also get on fire.
You could
yeah,
theoretically aim it up.
Yeah! What's above me?
Me. I mean...
Fernier directly?
Not Fernier. I mean, like, there's nothing really above you at this point.
Well, because I was going to say, I can't, like, get the ball but not get Fernier. Like, if I aim upward, like, the ball of guys in the air. Like, could I, like, get, like, someone on the side, or, like...
10, 20, or 30 foot cone? Yeah, you probably could. It is a cone, though, so you would get Fernier.
Couldn't I just turn the cone?
You only be able to get these two. Holly's not in the air.
No.
So then, yeah, you'd be able to get these two if you aimed it that way.
Yeah, I'll do it. Why not?
Fuck it.
I'll roll their dex.
Okay.
What's the saving? Or is it dex or constitution?
I believe it's a Constitution saving throw because it's poisoned, and his con is, or his saving throw is a 17.
Okay, they're both going to take half damage.
Damage.
25 damage.
25 points of damage. Okay. Your blast of poisonous energy extends upwards towards the collection of mages, striking these two. The poison flies up towards them, and they inhale it in. Their hoods fall back, and the undead visage of their face has them just kind of cough out the poison. Immune.
Oh, they're immune?
Yeah, they're immune to poison.
Pieces of shit.
Piece of shit.
They absorb the poison and appear otherwise unaffected.
Okay.
It was worth a snot.
How are undead been unaffected by poison?
Because they're
I mean,
undead.
these ones aren't affected by poison. Most
Oh,
undead
those are
are in
trash.
some way resistant to poison, but these ones are not.
Poison disintegrates tissue, and they don't have any tissue because they're undead.
No, they have tissue.
They
It's
have
just rotted.
corroded
I mean,
tissue.
You can't corroded tissue.
That would be
Sorry.
acid.
Yeah, acid would probably do that. Poison's just affecting their
like-
vital, yeah, which they don't have.
It is a good try, though.
Yeah, that's close.
It was a valiant effort.
That
Probably the
ration.
same color.
Sip ration.
Yeah, I think all I can do.
Cool, cool. We now move to our dear friend Scott.
Uncle Tonti.
I love that I told you that Rowan calls you Uncle Tonti and you're like, I hate it. And now you're like, Uncle Tonti.
I never said that.
I never said I liked it.
Okay,
I
so
like that nickname. Do you like that nickname? No. You just said you liked it. I never said that.
as I run past him, I'm gonna slash at that dude.
So you zoom around the side as your army starts to sort of surround the last holdouts. And you make a strike at this already somewhat injured individual.
That's a crit.
Oh god, it's a 19, yep.
That's his new band.
7,
It's guess.
11.
Yes.
So, oh right. I reroll 1s and 2s. So it becomes a 4. So, 15 plus 20
Is 35?
for the first hit, yes.
Yep, 35 points of damage.
Yes.
He holds out his wicked curved scimitar, dripping with black energy, and stares daggers at you, hoping to follow up a strike.
Does a 16 hit?
16 will actually not hit this individual. He dodges to the side of that attack using his blade as leverage.
What about a 22?
22 will hit. You already crit, so you get a third full follow-up attack.
That's going to be 29.
29, so he's taking a total of 35 plus 29 is 64. This is exactly remaining HP.
Holy
total.
shit.
So he blocks the second attack, and you come around with a third pivoting spin.
Put it around my back.
Yeah, with like Lundquist kind of distracting him, just and he's just and then
Flash!
you aim straight down, striking from the top of his head, and just split him right down the middle. And with that, the cultist reserve force is eliminated. All of the armies in that section can begin surging upwards to continue this.
They were already dead.
Oh no. All right. So following that,
I only use 20 feet of movement, so I'm going to use the other.
and that's gonna. You are just on the edge of the, like if you go right here, yeah, you are on the edge of the reverse gravity. You can feel like a couple of your hairs start to kind of float upwards right in the front. Your clothing.
Follow me! I kill everything.
The armies start to converge upon your location.
But don't touch that.
But don't go past
Don't go that way.
Don't go back. Don't go.
It's a bad idea.
Don't go past me. Just be.
Be me. Don't be outside of me. Wait, what?
Wait.
Alright, so that's it. This is not this turn.
Yeet.
One of the armies is fallen. Next.
All right. So Geth no longer has things to hit now, at least immediately.
Wops.
Lundquist when he tries to do something.
So
I've never seen Lundquist fail something like that.
Yeah.
Me either.
Hold my beer.
I guess Geth
You're gonna have to hold mine.
You don't drink.
Actually.
Yeah.
I drink water, thank you.
I have drink a liquid before they do.
And then
I
he
consume
will-
some alcohol.
Command his armies,
Yep. Yeah, rise forth.
and I guess
Again.
what he. Oh, let's see here. He could have the dragons do the breath attack again.
Mm-hmm.
Or he can have the remainders of them be like, fuck that bitch! And then just literally just pile drive her into the ground.
Who are we pile driving?
If
Like
Guest
it.
starts to look that way, Melisande is going to shout and go, I've got that one.
I've got that one.
Well, I don't, but I have a plan. She's
Good
holding
enough.
out her hand to Sven.
We're not done with snack time apparently.
You're sending them after who?
Everyone floating in the reverse gravity field.
So the dragons are going to come through, make a sweeping run, and
They're going to do the same thing they did last time and hit everything that is still affected by the field.
And they're going to strike in the air in the meantime.
Yep.
In the meme time.
Yeah.
Give an advantage on that. 1 and 3. Fuck, dragons are having a hard time. So here's what's going to happen. Those attacks are still going to hit these prone figures, and I can't say that's going to bode well for them. So here's how this is going to go. Your metallic dragon army floats up into the air. The dragon knights and wyvern riders fly on their tail. Some of the retreating dragons fly back some spells in the meantime. As your metallic dragons reach out and expose themselves to the attack, so the dragons are sort of pushed downwards by an impending blast of force, and as their breath waves through this area, striking at some of the vital areas of some of the nearby mages and constructs, you also see the bouncing force of magical energy and the sweeping attacks push the dragons off to the side, belting them with as many rampaging attacks as they can, and they slam into the field of gravity and start to topple, spinning and turning from the onslaught of the attack. Several of the dragons are caught up and slam into each other in this massive cavalcade. I'm going to need everyone who is within this area to make dexterity saving throws, and that's going to include all these enemies.
Does it include Raffi?
It is not going to include Raffi. It is going to include Holly, Kuramaru, Fernir. That's it.
And what kind of keys are these?
Dexterity saving throw.
I have advantage as Holly and no,
Kuramaru has advantage because he can see you. Holly has advantage on dexterity saving throws as Guardian of Nature. Okay, so then.
So we don't have advantage?
No.
Mine's just because of something special I got.
That's still good, but I think it's
Oh, I got a 9.
9. Okay.
Kuramaru got a 23.
I got a rock.
And Holly got a non-natural 20.
All of you, everyone who succeeded, you take 10 points of damage from just like smashing and buffeting to the side. So Holly, Kuramaru will all take 10. Fernir, your bird form is going to take 20 points of damage, which means Fernir takes 15, and you bounce straight out of bird form and immediately fall 30 feet to the ground.
30 feet. So would that be 3d10?
3d6.
I'll feather fall him again because
Okay, Callista's within range. So as Fernir starts to plummet, you see Callista like quickly fire off an incantation in Fernir's direction, and Fernir just kind of like levitates slowly to the ground, and lands fine. You still take 15 from one of the dragons that literally gets pushed into you and smashes you to the side. You'll take 15 points of damage carried over, but then Fernir will land safely on the ground in that area. The dragons create a big pile up in this section, and the end result of that is the metallic dragons take fairly significant damage from this pileup. The metallic dragon and their riders are now nearly crippled.
Okay. So they're just damaged.
Yeah, they're damaged, but they're pretty close to the next stage. Several dragons were caught up pretty badly in that endeavor. The shield guardian is crushed.
Would they roll a 1 or something?
A 1 and a 3.
Are you fucking kidding
with
me?
advantage.
Why didn't you re-roll that shit?
Because it's not my role.
These 2 devilish snipers that were also caught up in the wave are also smashed into by a dragon, and most of that army is now crushed up. There is now both the magical forces and the devil armies are severely crippled. There's literally only one representative left on the battlefield, and these forces are now beginning to attempt to converge on your location as the dragons swoop aside. Okay, that happens. And that was Geth's move and your command. The Flaming Fists and the Purple Dragons are moving up.
Yes, they're going to come with me.
Okay, the armies are beginning to move up. The barrier is still down. This guy is barely hanging on to life and floating slowed in midair.
Wow, actually, I mean, his life is literally in Cyrano's control.
Yeah, Cyrano pops back in and snaps his fingers. That guy might snap his neck.
He just gets distracted by one thing once. He's like, oh, whoopsies.
Alright, so
10 seconds
following
later.
that was Geth's turn. It goes to my next turn.
Yes.
That's going to be Luciano. 10, 20, 30.
I got you, baby.
You have this,
girl,
baby.
I got you.
I got you, baby.
I got you, baby.
Does this help us? It helps us. Actually,
Boy.
spend 2 side points. Port himself 40 feet. But don't actually move. Save his movement and ready mantle of command. As a reaction, so that happens. Luciano ends his turn. As a reaction at the end of his turn, within range. Yeah, it's 30. It's close. Melisana, Sven, Callan, and Geth may all make movement actions.
Sven isn't gonna move because he doesn't know what's gonna happen.
You can high five.
Okay, then I'll high five and then.
So Melisana is going to use her reaction to cast the spell she had prepared. And instead, you don't have to. You're not going to need to move. You can move afterwards. Luciano engulfs the command and allows all of you to you feel a rush of speed and strength as you seize the initiative on your movement. You high five Melisana's hand, and as you do, she is going to use her reaction to cast Dimension
Bless
Door.
you.
Thanks.
And Dimension Door you right behind the Warbeast.
Neat.
Sven just lands a towering 7-foot invincible
Do
armor
I get
figure.
surprise?
You on Sven's next turn, you get your full attacks.
With advantage, right?
He is currently unaware of your location. Yes.
Neato.
Oh my
Unless he's able to
god.
act
Right,
beforehand,
with 3 ones.
at least your first attack will have surprise. One. So Melisana does that, and she used her reaction, so she can't move. That's the end of that.
Now it's Lundquist.
Now it is Lundquist's
I'm gonna
turn.
move over to my fallen comrade.
Are you spending a key point to Step of the Wind?
Yeah.
So you spend 1 key point, go ahead and remove that. And then Lundquist, you just see,
I'm gonna do
zips over to his
Cure Wounds.
Cast Cure Wounds.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Roll 1d8 and add your Wisdom modifier. You reach down towards your fallen and now bleeding companion. He has taken 1 death saving throw failure from being within range of the fire. So as you see his wounds starting to char and sizzle, you call upon the hand of Timura and place your hand down on his exposed jugular. How much?
3.
3? That's enough to bring him to consciousness. You pump in as much healing energy
Oh,
as
is
you
he
can.
at 0?
He is at 0.
Oh, you can't go beyond 0 point in 5th edition.
Would it be more efficient to do Spare the Dying?
Spare the Dying would stabilize him, but he'd still be down.
If you
Okay,
heal
I'll do
him,
Cure Wounds.
he gets to stand up and have
He
half
can
his
do
movement.
things,
He
yeah.
can act on his turn.
I'll do Cure Wounds.
So, you pump healing energy into him and you can see the neck wound stitch. He has a really nasty scar on the side of his neck, but his bleeding has stopped and he just goes,
Yes.
Steak fucking Lundquist.
Kick him in the nuts. Nope, just kidding.
Holy shit.
Yeah, exactly. He'll put up his hand and grab yours and he just goes, I'm glad to have you lead me on the battlefield, old friend.
Oh, shut up.
Yep, he is healed and stable, no longer bleeding to death. That's it for Lundquist's move.
That's everything I can do?
I believe so.
Then yes.
All right.
Is the cat dead?
The cat is not dead. He's already taken his death saving throw from the fire for this round, so the fire damage will not continue on the Hellcat's turn.
There's nothing I can do with this.
Can't punch him. Bonus action punch him.
It was your action, so no, you wouldn't be able to bonus action punch it. You can only take your bonus action punches if you've also punched this round. But your heal stabilized him and got him back to working condition. At this point, as you heal him, the creature who was biting him is now distracted by both Rappy and Asher within range of him, and you see the cat completely ignore you as you zoom around, and he turns around towards the person who just stabbed him and actually is going to pounce at Asher.
Okay.
No, Hellcats are intelligent. It's going to it's going to smirk at Asher, and then it's going to turn towards Raffi, and it's going to pounce and attempt to push you backwards in the door.
Okay. Does Asher get to make an opportunity attack on it? Because it's jumping out of his range?
It would be moving out of his threat range, so yes. It's
Wow.
going
Somebody's about to get Sentinel.
Lundquist is not within range of that thing, unfortunately, because you have Umthar in between you.
Okay, this is an Asher.
But he attempts to rush towards Raffi, and then after that, this one is going to go and Miss Army maneuvers themselves. Actually, Oh yeah, because all the armies that can go this turn, mostly dead. Okay, cool.
Non-natural 20?
20 is going to hit the Hellcat. Yep. I'll roll for the Hellcat's attack. We'll see how that goes. Okay.
18 damage.
18 points of damage to the
Oh wait,
Hellcat.
sorry. 21.
21 because you're raging. Yep.
Uh-huh.
So you stab into the side of the creature as it attempts to lunge up into the air. Are you the one that has anything to say about movement?
No.
You do not
It's
have.
just that if they're leaving, I have this, not...
Polar Master, you don't have Sentinel.
Yeah,
Oh, but
Polar.
you don't
Him and... Geth has Sentinel then.
Geth has Sentinel, and there are other. I think there's one other party member that has Sentinel.
Someone else.
I could have sworn Asher had Sentinel.
Does Asher have Sentinel?
Oh, this is Rack. You want it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Asher has Sentinel.
I don't think so. I think it's Polar Master.
You have both.
I think you're pulling us.
Do I have both?
Pretty sure you have both.
Yeah, because it's a really fucking good combo.
It's kind of
Relentless Rage, Brutal Critical, Persistent Rage, Feral Instinct, Polar Master,
Don't make a liar out of me, Hannah.
Eagle, Elk,
Oh my
Domains.
god. I can't believe this is happening.
Wow, why are you lying?
Do not.
Why the fuck you lying? Always lying.
No, I don't think I have Sentinel.
Oh my god.
Wow, alright, guess Geth's the only one who has Sentinel.
He
Just sworn.
is going to take some damage.
Let me just... Rages, unarmed attack, it just says Primal Path. I thought it said Polar Master. I was going to be like, what? Nope, I think that's right, yeah.
Okay. So you slash into the side of the Hellcat, and it's going to take a little bit of damage as it comes by, but it is still standing and is going to push into Raffi.
Okay.
I'm going to need Raffi to make an acrobatics or athletics check, his choice. I've already rolled the athletics check for the Hellcat.
It's 24.
The Hellcat leaps up at Raffi. Is Raffi raging at the moment?
Yes.
Okay, so
Wait. Yes.
so with Raffi's rage, the creature
Yes.
leaps up into the air, and as
And
it
he
does,
ducks in.
Raffi is going to duck and literally grab onto the Hellcat and just slam it onto the ground. The Hellcat is stopped in the space directly in front of Raffi and is unable to push him any further. You are unmoved.
What?
No, no,
What
no.
if?
I would
What
like
if?
to throw it the other way instead.
You will have to wait until your turn to do that.
Okay.
You are going to take 6 points of fire damage from being close.
Oh, from grabbing it?
Yep.
I would
Can
argue.
I have it in my hands?
No, you would you use the momentum of its jump, but it would either wriggle out on your turn or get. It's a flavor effect. You're not holding him. It's just that's how you stop the rush.
Oh, you know us players.
6.
You give us an inch, we'll take a mile.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, pretty much.
For all intents and purposes, you are not grabbed, but you did toss him to the ground with his own momentum.
Yeet.
It is unable to push Raffi any further into the lava. Following that, that was that one's turn. This guy, he's gonna roll a die. That is an 11 or higher, so his spell will go off next turn. He starts channeling some sort of magic, but his body is slowed and the words are just slurring out as he floats 100 feet. feet into the
Up
air.
there goes gravity.
That's
Oh.
the end of that. So we're going to go back to the top of the order, which is going to be your last character. I believe it's Ravi.
Yep, that's Ravi.
Oh boy. Somebody's about to get dunked on. No, not really.
Yeah, Rafi's gonna take his Warple sword.
Sure. Warples.
And get a fucking crit.
Hopefully.
Wouldn't that be something?
Yeah, wouldn't that be nice?
You've got two.
Reckless.
Yeah. I don't think he has Reckless.
You,
Well, how many barbarian levels do you have?
He's only got 3.
Yeah, you do.
you get
Oh,
a
shit.
Level 2. Reckless attack is level 2 barbarian.
Well, why the fuck not then? I'll Reckless attack.
You have advantage on all of your attack rolls. Yeah. Rappy just goes into a
because
a
you've always been
berserker
the
rage.
calculate. Well, actually, no, that's Asher.
Yeah. Asher's the
I don't know.
calculated one who only
Rafi
reckless
just really
attack.
hasn't had a chance.
Yeah. Your advantage on
Get
first
that
attack.
crit. Damn it.
It's a 26 for my first one.
26 is going to hit.
Well, 26 hits, so that's fine.
Okay. 17 damage.
You slash into the side of the Hellcat with your sword as you drop away from it. And the creature limps a bit but begins stalking and trying to pounce again. Make another attack. You have advantage as well. Still reckless. No crit.
It's a 21.
Hits.
It's okay.
Oh, here's
It's not
favorite
about.
character.
It's not about the crit in here.
Yeah.
It's about the crits.
I'll find out when I
Oh.
start playing Three Houses.
Yeah.
It's not my, it's
That's
my
Cam's
next list.
favorite.
What?
Golden Deer guy. Yeah.
Oh, you like Pod, huh?
Yeah.
He's a scumbag.
I'm not gonna confirm nor deny.
Like, you might be onto something there, but I'm not.
No, he's
just-
100% like the trickster.
16 damage.
16 damage.
Yeah.
You spin your blade around and make another lunging strike. The creature reaches up to pounce on you, and Rappy ducks low and plants the blade directly into the creature's heart, stabbing upwards, and the creature hisses out, sputters out some magma-like blood. That 16 was the rest of its health.
Oh shit, I was gonna say, I'm like, so that's what Colossus Slayer, so I could get another D8 on it if it...
Oh yeah, I mean, it's dead.
They were good.
The
Exploded the
Hellcat
flame.
falls to the ground, lifeless in that its fire simmers down. And toss it over into the lava.
Yeah, not with one hand, obviously, when I'm trying to hold my paper. I'm gonna
Yeet!
yeet him.
And the devil army is now no more. There are no more devils on the field. All that's left is these wearers of purple.
Fucking.
Out of curiosity, would Lemon have known what devil army they might have been part of?
A lot of them were scaled and were armored members. Lem would be able to tell that they were clearly from the first layer of Avernus. It looks like a lot of them were of the armies of what's his name? First layer of Avernus. Despater.
Okay.
Devils of who serve Despater and devils who serve Asmodeus. Both figures that Lem would know from conversations with Lord Volmar that he had, that those two devils have a vested interest in getting Tiamat the hell out of the Nine Hells.
I got
Oh,
this,
yeah, they want
couple days
space.
ago.
They want space in this.
One of them wants to
yeah,
take
it
over
is
her terrain
symbol.
because that was their foothold on the first layer. Asmodeus doesn't like that there is another god
Yes.
challenging his supremacy in the Nine Hells. So both of them have a vested interest
the
in getting
fuck
her the fuck
outta
out of there. But now they don't have any representatives left on this field of battle to say anything about it.
He's
Okay.
gonna move his
I'm just gonna
30
make
feet forward.
a mental note. That they're a bunch of fucking traitors.
He's
He's
gonna
gonna move his 30 feet forward.
boop, boop, and you put yourself right next to Kuramaru.
So I want.
Sounds good. Okay, so Rappy makes his move, commanding your armies.
I want the people I'm holding back to stay back. And I want the people that are going forward to not charge forward, because that's where the